Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Voyagers of Tokyo taking on the Chargers of San Juan. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Here's Tank Dell to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. On play action, Lance out to his left. That is caught by Dell. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. Lance going to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Shaquille Leonard providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Johnny. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Past the 20. He's to the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 49 yards. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Leonard, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here's Johnny Hekker now. We think to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll work down inside the 45. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in. And
at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. Oh, boy, that's Trey Lance, who appears to be worse for the wear. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now play fake. Lance on the move to his left. Touchdown! Takedown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Voyagers have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Pickett back to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that's caught inside the 35. He may go. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., 70 yards. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And it pushes right forward to about the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. There's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll run with Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Lance on the keeper. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to run now. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Brings up 2nd down at the 2-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Lance. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So we've reached halftime here at SoFi Stadium with the Chargers on top. As we are off to Orlando
Both these teams, no doubt, making the final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. First and 10, here's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find his man, that's Taylor again. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The 20. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Taylor again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw, Pickett rolling to his left. Going across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. This one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14.
Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run right side with Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Pickett now from the gun here. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd and long for Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now. The drive will start with an option going left. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
From the 31, here's second down and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
Steps away to his left. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A toss out right to Gibbs.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Lance going to sneak it.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. They'll try and run with Murray. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
It's a turnover on down.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Again, it's Taylor.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Pickett backed up into his end zone here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And he's able to get it out of there. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Shotgun now for Lance. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And Lance's that's taken in by Okonkwo. Touchdown! Okonkwo, 34 yards. And the Voyagers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass complete to Taylor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. But with the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game, what do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Lance able to get this to Patrick.
Well, that answers the question in my head. They're going to go for the win right now.
I think you're absolutely right. They're not content with going to OT. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Oh, to wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, 4th down now.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it's Peterson. There he goes, left side. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Lance now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On play action, Lance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Leonard. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out of that.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for our visitors, they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We don't switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of luck. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just the on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Got to catch a Billy off of words, that's for certain. Maybach sitting pretty close to curtains. Might just let you in if you deserve it. I gotta warn you though, man, we ain't even scratched the surface. The black, keep herb in the back seat, surging, okay. Man, I'm telling y'all I'm back. Heat urging the stacks, keep surging and max feel splurging. Living proof of
Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. Hey, she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I still gotta. I still gotta. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like. Ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, sock it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction moments, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Voyagers of Tokyo taking on the Chargers of San Juan. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Back to throw. Pickett. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Pickett now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Lance. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now a play fake. Lance. Eluding the pressure right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and it forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's now 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chargers 7, Voyagers 0.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Pickett. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
3rd and 6.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of looking behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll run here. It's Murray. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll go for it. Lance out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Now Pickett. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Lance now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it open, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to Orlando to check in.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms to find out who advances to the divisional round. Let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Gibbs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Here's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Lance now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. On the move to his left. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here, hauled in. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He finds Latavius Murray. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Voyagers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Do this on offense. Pushing that
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
4-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. On 1st down, Murray.
I like it. I like the calls. To run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lance looking to throw. A dump off now to Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lance. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Lance back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Completion here as they fail to connect on third.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. The Chargers are going to continue on in these playoffs.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it and repeat.